Hi, this is Travis with Invictus Gymnastics. Ring swings may be one of the most important movements that you guys can be practicing on almost a daily basis to improve your ring muscle ups. Doing a bunch of ring swings not only helps you understand how your body moves beneath the rings, because each set of rings with different length straps will swing differently, but it also helps build up strength in your insertion points and all the pieces of your body that kind of hold everything together to get you to swing with maximum power and also to create bounce off the bottom of the swing when you start doing your ring muscle up. When you approach the rings for a set of ring swings, which means I'm not just jumping up there to do a ring muscle up, I'm going for multiple reps. What I'd like you to do is to jump from absolutely beneath the rings straight up, so when you grab the rings, if you hold your body still, you're not moving. Check. Okay. So now that I'm in this position, what I want you guys to understand also is that we do not want to create tension. We don't want to be pulling on the rings. I would like you to be as long as absolutely possible. By lengthening your body out, you're relieving any slack that may be in your body, and slack causes a loss of power when it unravels. So say, for example, I'm already swinging, I've got a little bit of bend in my arms or something like that. When I get to the bottom of my swing, my arm strength may give out, which lengthens my body, and my body does not swing smoothly anymore. It kind of drops out at the bottom, and then I have less power up at the front end of the swing. Now on multiple reps, you don't kick your legs forward doing the cast swing like we would normally do into a ring muscle up, but we're going to pull the legs backward first, kind of small, and then make them bigger and bigger. What we should see is that the center of my body's mass isn't swinging forward and backward, it's actually staying pretty much beneath the rig. You can test that by stopping and seeing how much you're swinging. Now we need to talk about the forward swing. On a forward swing, normally you go into the ring muscle up, but because we're doing ring swings for reps, we want to make sure that we have correct body positioning to match the body positioning in the back swing. We want to keep it rhythmic, which means if the back swing's low, the front swing shouldn't be high. It's much easier for me to bring my feet up high in the front than it is to lift them up in the back. So when your feet come up in the back, whatever height they are in the back, you want to match that height in the front. Second part about the forward swing, we want the arms behind the ears. It's very common for people to, again, swing too high in the front and they start doing a supine swing. This is a supine swing. Now, my arms are coming in front of me. That is not going to help me learn how my body swings naturally and fluently on a ring swing. So we want to make sure that the arms stay behind the ears. You'll notice that when my feet are forward, I'm actually pulling the rings back. What that does is it lifts my shoulders up as the rest of my body goes up. For example, if I took the supine swing and I hinge at the shoulders, my shoulders do not rise up. In a ring muscle up, we don't want our shoulders low, we want them to go upward. So keeping your arms back behind your ears is going to lift your body up. Next, what makes the biggest difference in the world about this arm position is what you do here in your wrists, okay? When your feet go forward, I actually want you to break in the wrist and then push this part of your wrist toward the back wall as if you're trying to go like this, okay? The reason why we do this is because when the ring swings backward, the ring will lean this direction, and if we try to hold a rigid wrist, either the ring is going to slide into this position and we're going to lose our grip, or we're going to end up going into that supine shoulder position that we don't want. So by bending at the wrist, you establish a straight line from your wrist through your knuckles, the top of the ring, and all the way up to the top of the straps. I'm going to turn around so you can watch my wrists. Now that we've covered the forward swing, let's talk about the back swing. The back swing is the most important part of the swing on the rings because it is what loads you up and gives you the power to swing forcefully into the ring muscle up. During the back swing, it's very common to see people turning their hands out to the side, kind of doing this angel swing with bent legs in the back, and we're going to say no to all of that. I want you to pretend you're holding onto a bar with pronated hands, arms behind your ears. We're going to straighten our legs. And the very last thing we want to do is try to look beneath ourselves. If the sun were shining down from straight above, I would want to look under and see my entire body's shadow. That's hard to do when you're in this big arch position. I can right now, from this position, only see right here at my front foot. Now, if I looked beneath, I would have to lift my torso up a little bit. This is what we're going for because as you swing back with straight legs again, because straight legs carry your momentum, when we look under ourselves, our body should float upward. It's like a half pipe with a skateboarder. This upward part will drop vertically and then it'll start to swing through. Just like the skateboarder, as they drop down, gravity picks up speed, and providing it's a smooth transition to the bottom, they're going to go higher up the other side. This is what we would ultimately want for the ring muscle up, is to have a lot of power dropping, speeding forward into the ring muscle up, and then utilizing that power to get on top of the rings. Now, as you see, when I swing backward and I look beneath myself, my rib cage lifts. And that's what we're looking for. We want that lift. If your rib cage isn't lifting, your body may be bending too much in your low back and your lumbar. And with this big arch shape that people like to do, similar to this, it creates a lot of foot speed, but no upper body speed. And if your feet have a ton of speed and they're going forward and upward into this, and your upper body has none, then your feet will rise up higher and your upper body will still stay low. And you will find yourself in what I like to call falling into the toilet, which means that your feet are going to be way up here and your upper body is still going to be lower, just like I slipped through the toilet seat, and you're going to have trouble transitioning to get the rings beneath you. All of these movements stem one thing to another, and they create the full function of the ring muscle up. So spend time on your ring swings to gain strength, to learn how your body moves, and learn how to produce power through the ring swing.